Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Gebo the Shaman, and today we're talking about what happens when we have Venus placed in the 8th house in your birth chart. So, what happens when we have that placement? Before we get into all that good stuff, I'd just like to let you guys know that I am a Vedic astrologer. I do Vedic astrology, not Western, although the same things that I teach in these videos can be used in Western astrology as well. Alright, so I have a bunch of things to offer you. So I have my Vedic astrology certification course, I have my Vedic astrology readings, where I have my standard reading, a reading where I talk about your career, and a reading where I talk about your relationships. So those are the things that I offer, as well as birth time rectification. And if you are not sure about your birth time, you can get that service. And I have a bunch of other things. You can see Qigong courses and stuff like that, and all kinds of things. So you can check everything I have out on sale right now. It's on sale right now, and you can go to gebotheshaman.com to check that out. Alright, so Venus in the 8th house. So this placement is, it's a pretty good one. First, we need to understand what Venus means, and then we'll talk about what the 8th house means, put them together, and create our own analysis from it. So we're going to be doing that, and then, so let's get into talking about Venus. So Venus is the senses. So Venus is the sight, smell, sound, taste, touch, things like that, the 5 senses, and it's really about indulging in the material world. It's about having the finest luxury items and things like that. It's all about, the material wealth and material things that please the senses. So it could be buying, the nicest art piece that you can find, or it's listening to music, going to concerts, doing enjoying your senses and enjoying, being a human being. Because the truth is that not everybody gets to experience things the way human beings experience things, and your individual experience might be different than the next human being. So, for example, animals they don't have our five senses, and they don't experience things like we do. We have our brain that kind of puts things together and makes sense of them, and comes up with a higher meaning. And so Venus basically is in charge of the senses. So our senses is how we perceive this human existence, through our senses. However, if science has taught us anything, it's that our senses are not reality. There's far more going on beyond anything that we can see, smell, taste, touch, hear, and so we're getting a very narrow bandwidth of the entirety of reality. So this is Venus. Venus is the illusion of Earth. And so, you know, the illusion of this limited experience, but it wants to give you pleasure. It wants to indulge the senses. So, you know, it's about, you know, the five senses and indulging those and stuff like that. So, the finest, you know, food, the 5-star gourmet food, and the, you know, the finest luxury spa, the finest textiles or like materials, clothing materials to, you know, that feel a certain way on your skin, things like that. Visual art, movies, music, dance, cinema, acting, things like that. So it's a bunch of things. So it's stimulating the senses, in other words. I think I've explained that ad nauseum. So let's go on to the 8th house. So the 8th house is the occult. The 8th house is mysteries, birth, death, sex, transformation, sudden ups and downs, sudden gains and losses. It is a what's called in Vedic astrology, we call it a Dastana house. The 6th house, 8th house, and 12th house are Dastana houses, and those are houses that typically tend to give some inauspicious results, shall we say. The 8th house, being the house of transformation, can definitely definitely play a role in like sudden accidents and things that happen to you. Sudden, you know, house fires. I've seen this in clients' charts. House fires and not this placement, just talking about the 8th house. But yeah, things like that. So it can be sudden, you know, sudden changes, losing your job, and then, you know, going from being a pauper to being a millionaire back to, you know, kind of middle class kind of thing. It's kind of a weird one, but basically the 8th house brings our transformations. It brings life changes and stuff like that. So so yeah, it's a lot of that. So what happens when we have Venus in the 8th house? Well, like I said, 8th house represents the occult, not cults. The occult and mysteries and hidden secrets and things like that. So, so you would have a very deep, passionate love for magic, the occult, astrology, you know, tantra, which is basically just techniques, religious, or, you know, or not religious, but like ritualistic things. So rituals, mantras, deep hidden secrets, things like that. So, so yeah, that's, you know, the 8th house. So what happens when we have Venus here is someone with this placement could dress in a way that reflects their love for the occult. So they could dress very dark and gothic like. They could dress as like just maybe they're into like witchcraft or the occult or something like that, they could dress that part. I mean, Venus wants to indulge the senses, and so doing like rituals and spells and engaging in practicing the occult and gaining occult knowledge, you would use that stuff in a way that would bring you wealth, that would bring you material security, material happiness, and things like that. Would bring you, you'd be the one to do like money spells and things like that. As far as you would have to see which other houses Venus rules, because let's say if Venus is ruling your fourth house, like you would use that occult, like you would probably dress your house in like occult stuff, using like occult decorations and stuff like that. So it's with Venus here in the 8th house, you would actually do very well in occult studies, like studying astrology and things like that. Venus brings knowledge. Venus is like the street smarts, or like the knowledge of this world. Venus is the what does it say? The goddess of the asuras or something like that. Yeah, so like the earthly spirits. So the spirits that want to indulge in materialism and things like that. So Venus is very good at the occult. It is very good at, using hidden knowledge, hidden wisdom, hidden secrets to bring wealth, and in the 8th house it would bring transformation. So yeah, I mean that could be a really positive thing, because Venus tends to give you good things. So unless it's like in a bad placement or badly aspected, it would give pretty good results here. So yeah, let me see how I am on time, and I am good. Alright, so I hope you guys got a sense of Venus in the 8th house. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we will talk to you next time. So one of the things that I do at the end of my videos is I promote my stuff. So if you're interested in any of my stuff, my astrology reading courses, or my astrology certification courses, when you purchase a Vedic astrology certification course, basically I will send you the course, and you can study through that, and it basically walks you through step by step how to give an astrology reading, and it's really simple, and it's really the guide that I give you, the PDF, really explains things in detail and makes it super simple. And yeah, so you're interested in that, you can check that out. It's on sale right now. You can get it as a bundle course with my other course, and yeah, it includes, I think, the cosmic qigong here. So those two in combination will make you a very talented astrologer. And then not only that, when you pass the certification exam for the Vedic Astrology certification course, basically I'll give you your own website and just promote you on the channel, and through that website you can actually start earning some money as a side income, or whatever, however far you want to take that business is up to you. You can promote it as much or as little as you like, and yeah, your success is up to you. I'll promote you on the channel, but yeah. And then we have the Vedic Astrology readings. So I have my career reading, I have my relationship reading, and I have just my standard reading that I do for everybody. And then we have the birth time rectification. So that's a great service that I offer, and not many astrologers can actually do birth time rectification because it is a very skilled thing. It's something that takes a lot of skill, a lot of knowledge, and so only the elite astrologers can do that. So I count myself as one of them. So and I basically guarantee that I can get your birth time down to the span of 1 minute. So that provides a lot of accuracy and a lot of certainty when you're going to other astrologers for predictions and things like that. Now, your birth time can be, even though I'm a Vedic astrologer, your birth time can be used in Western astrology as well. It's the same time. My system is just a little bit more advanced than Western astrology, but if you want to use Western astrology with the time that I give you, that's completely fine too. Alright, so then what else? We have these courses here. We have the Cosmic Qigong and the Self-Transformation Challenge. So both of those courses are extremely powerful. If you do them every day, you will see a drastic change in your body, like how you actually feel energetically. It goes into your psyche, into your unconscious mind, and frees a bunch of stuck emotions. And so a lot of the energy that we store in our body, or a lot of energy that we just have in our body, is tied up holding on to emotions and pushing them down and pushing them away. And so this is why people age. It's because they don't want to deal with their emotions. They don't want to bring them up. Well, these courses, both this one and this one, but especially this Self-Transformation Challenge, brings up a lot of stuff. Now you can see me doing there some yoga, and so that course combines yoga, qigong, and meditations. So it's a very healing course, very powerful course to get you, to make you a more healed and more whole person. So that's why I use those courses, because I sell them and I give them to you guys because I use them and they are extremely helpful for me. So I pass that along to you. And then we have the career coaching, life coaching, stuff like that. So if you want to know your path and purpose, you can sign up for the career coaching. We have distance energy healing as well. So yeah, that's about it for me, guys. So thank you for watching, and we will talk to you next time. Peace.